Hello, my very most beautiful Taurus. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, my lovelies, we are going to be doing your September weekly reading. This is a general reading, and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So, if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and everything that you guys need to know will be in the description box below for you. Now you can also follow me over on Patreon. I do additional readings over there. Spiritual growth, personal development, money and career, as well as love readings, and there's a link for that in the description box as well. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my very most beautiful Taurus. Please, may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Taurus's energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. The Justice card and the Six of Pentacles fell out. We'll see if they find their way back out into your reading. Both of those energies are a card of like equal give and take, or bringing something into balance. It's also a card of cause and effect, right? So let's see if that seems to be a theme. So, you have the Temperance card, King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Magician in the reverse. There's definitely something here, okay? And I feel like this is somebody that you have a lot of emotion for, right? I feel like you care really deeply for this person, especially with that King of Cups showing up. And I feel like you've really been trying to be patient in a situation, waiting for something to improve, waiting for something to move forward. But you get the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's getting a little bit difficult for you to be patient, okay? Because it's like something is taking way too long. And you feel like there's something up, okay? Magician in the reverse can be a little bit of a tricky energy. And then they're showing up as the King of Swords in the reverse, which can be a card of like speaking in half-truths or withholding information. And I feel like you guys, your intuition is, your intuition is tingling about this, okay? So let's take a look. Tell me about this Temperance energy. Why is that here? You got the Death and Rebirth. So you guys have been like waiting for something to change. Some of you guys have been holding off on ending something, even though you kind of feel like that's what's best. You kind of feel like there's something that you need to walk away from here, or something that you need to put behind you. But I feel like you guys have been trying to be patient with a person or a situation, because you do really have a lot of deep feelings for them. Got the Queen of Pentacles here for where the connection is right now. To me, there's something here about resources. Some of you guys, if you've been helping a person, I would be cautious with that. If somebody's been, in and out of your life, or, kind of breadcrumbing you, it does kind of feel like some of that could do with resources, especially if you've been helping them in some way. So that's a message, not going to be for everybody, but that is for somebody out there. You have the Five of Cups. I feel like this is just you wanting, for the rest of you, I feel like this is you wanting time, effort, and energy put into the connection. Like you want something that is stable. You want something, that somebody, where both people put time, effort, energy. And I feel like you've been really disappointed with what you've been receiving back. That is where that kind of like cause and effect energy. And that Six of Pentacles, it's like a mutually felt, right? You give, they give. And I can see why that was popping out for you guys. I feel like you've been waiting for somebody to like do what they say they're going to do, or somebody to do their part, and it's just not really happening, right? Tell me about this Knight of Wands in the reverse. That's how you're showing up in the reading. Let's see why that is. The Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you've been trying not to... Yeah, I just kind of feel like you've been trying not to release things, or you've been waiting to release things. The Knight of Wands in reverse is like not rushing, like taking your time. So I feel like you've been, and especially with this Temperance card, like you've been really giving this person, a fair shot, more than a fair shot to do that what they say they're going to, or to step up, or to put effort in. You've been waiting on releasing them, even though I do think a part of you feels like you should. Tell me about this King of Swords in the reverse. Why is that here? Why is the King of Swords in the reverse here? We got 2. Got the 7 of Cups in the reverse, 9 of Cups in the reverse. So this person isn't content or satisfied. 9 of Cups in the reverse. They're not happy. You know, they're not content. They're not satisfied with where things are at or with the situation. The 7 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like they're afraid of making a wrong decision with that 7 of Cups in the reverse. I also kind of feel like they already know exactly what they're going to be doing here. King of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think this person is going to commit. I don't think this person is going to, or, you know, they're not doing what they say they're going to do, you know. They don't plan on it either with this energy. 3 of Wands in the reverse. You know, I think there's a lot that they're keeping to themselves, because the 3 of Wands in the upright can be a card of delegation, of sending something out, right? In the reverse, it's like putting a lot on you and, you know, withholding a lot. I also kind of feel like 3 of Wands in the upright is a card of future thinking and future planning. I don't think this person is planning on a future here. And I know that that's probably a really hard message to hear. But as far as, you know, being committed and, you know, putting that time, effort, energy into something, I don't see that. And I think they already know that, but they are not being honest with you about it. I feel like that's what they're withholding, is that they already know that this is not something they see for themselves in the long term. But they're not expressing that to you deliberately. And I feel like that's where that Magician in the reverse comes in. They're deliberately withholding that for you, and it could very well be because of resources. Okay, whether you guys have money tied up together, or whether you guys have a business, whether you guys have, you know, whether you help them financially. There's something like that. There's something here where they have reasons, whatever they are, for deliberately withholding. Like, so they know that this is not, they already know that this is not something that they want for the future, but they're not telling you that. And that's showing up as a form of manipulation. So tell me about this 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is here for your challenge. And the 2 of Swords to me is kind of being indecisive. It is needing to make a decision. It's also an energy of stagnancy. She's sitting on a concrete bench. She's meant to look like she's been there for a long time. It's not a comfortable place to be. You know, you're not comfortable. And so we're talking about stagnancy here. We are talking about needing to make a decision. We are also really talking about, with the 2 of Swords, having to look within to get the answer. Having to look within to, you know, to see that here. We also have, with the 2 of Swords, sometimes it can be a card of where deep down we already know the truth, right? And we talked about that already, where we already know the truth, but we don't kind of want to face it. And she's blindfolded, right? So she can't see clearly, but her hands are not bound. She could just set the swords down, take the blindfold off, and then she could see some just fine. So sometimes, to me, it can talk about when we know a truth, but we don't want to admit to it, right? Because then we have to act on it, and that can be difficult, that can be painful. And we have all done that at one point, where deep down we already knew the answer, but we didn't want to face that, you know. And that's okay. We've all been there. I think you're being asked to face it now, though. You're being asked to look at it now. 4 of Cups. Somebody's really closed off to this. The Queen of Wands. I feel like you guys are being kind of asked to close off to this, or to push something aside here. Queen of Wands, and go after your happiness, go after what you do want. You guys are wanting something, you know, where it is reciprocal. Somebody is committed. Somebody is putting the work in. And the 4 of Cups can also talk about needing to get to the root of the issue. So you could be being asked to take a look at that as well. In the area of the best approach to the situation, or in the area of the advice, you have the Death card and the King of Wands. So I think you guys could have a divine counterpart trying to come in for you, or waiting for you to close something out in order to come in. You have the King and the Queen of Wands here. Some of you guys, it could be a fire sign, right? But I do feel with this death card, like that is the area the best approach is just taking action on what you already intuitively know is best for you, what you already intuitively know you need to do. It's just finally taking that action, right? But guys, keep in mind that tarot does not run your life, and that only you guys get to decide what's best for you. Only you guys get to decide what actions you want to take. You have the World card in the reverse as the potential outcome. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse can be a card of feeling like you've wasted your time, you know, or not wanting to invest into something anymore, but it's still open. So I do feel like there is, you know, the cycle's still open. It's kind of being asked to be closed out. You got the Five of Wands in the reverse here as well. And doing that in a way that is, you know, it doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing. You can just make a decision that something is no longer for you and move forward. But only you guys get to decide what is best for you. I do feel like you guys are being asked to look within and figure out, you know, what that is. There is definitely a decision that needs to be made here because something is getting very drug out. But that is what I have for you guys. So if this resonates, please let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that, guys, is in the description box below for you. And if you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light until next time.